Oh, hi there. Let me make sure everything is good on my end. Let's see here. I need to see if I want that Stream Elements bot to always say like, "Hi there." Hi. Okay, so today is a very important recipe. It is leek and potato soup. And by all means, this isn't gonna take the longest to make. And that's because this is actually a really simple recipe, so we're kind of setting up for a short-ish stream today. So, to make up for some more time, I also decided, hey, you know what would be cool? To go with some leek and potato soup? Some bread. And so we're going to try this almost instant bread dough recipe. And that should be all fun and all that jazz, so should be a fun time. And with that, I think that I'm gonna start getting everything together for the bread. So let's do some bread. Well, the up top camera is a little frozen right now, so let's see if I can get that to reset itself. Whoop. Okay, let's just go to side view ever so slightly until we get the above camera up and running again, which I will, how do I do this? Okay, I'm gonna want to connect. Oof, this is not stable. Oh goodness, we might be limited to just a side camera today. But you know what, that's fine. I'd rather that happen than us not have any camera at all. Because if you guys saw what I was seeing, it'd be like, oof, that's trippy. That is very, very trippy. So I'm gonna stop looking at the trippy thing, and we are going to make some bread instead. So I am actually going to pull up this recipe. I will be referencing, but as I do, I probably won't follow it to a T. But the one thing I am going to have to get that I've had in the kitchen for a bit is my kettle of water. So I'm gonna grab my kettle of water. It should be, the water should be a little too hot for the yeast, so we're gonna let the water cool before adding that to the yeast. Well, who do we have here? Oh, well, if it isn't a Jay. Hi, Jay. It's so good to see you. Really quick, I just need to grab my water kettle, and then I'll be right back because we need some hot water to activate the yeast. I'm not even sure if that was visible, so I will be back. So my place is actually pretty toasty right now because I've had the oven running for about the past half hour because I want to have it preheated by the time we're ready for the bread. So here, how can I tile everything so I can kind of see the recipe but also see everything else? That's kind of important. Okay, so we're going to need yeast, sugar. Wait, I just need to make that kind of minimized. And then scroll up to the recipe. There we go. need yeast, sugar, and 2 cups of water. And then I'm going to add the dry goods. So the first thing we need is about 2 cups of water. And if I haven't shown it off before, here is my very nifty, I mean, it's kind of cheap, but it's plastic, but sometimes you need things that you don't feel bad if they were to get too beaten up. And I think plastic has its place in the world, as much as I try to live more of a, I try to be more sustainable as I progress in life. But, you know, sometimes plastic does have its place to make something that's like relatively sturdy and reliable while still being cost effective. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill this up to 2 cups. And I'm hoping that I overall have about 5 cups of flour, I hope. Actually, I actually finished off by filling up my handy dandy flour container. I finished off my my large bag of flour that I got at Costco for when I did what was supposed to be a really long cookie making stream. But I didn't end up making all the cookies that I planned on making. So yeah. So I had a lot of extra flour and I finally used it up. So that's wonderful. There we go. Now I see all the important windows. Yay! So what we are looking for is we are actually hoping for this water to cool off. I really wish that the upper camera worked, but it really is not working right now. The Wi-Fi is unstable. Prism, if you listen to your streamers, please get the USB support going. USB camera support, please. Otherwise, I will keep... I should just send emails. Because overall, I like the program. I like the program a lot. Its interface is very easy to use for me. It's missing a very, very important feature. The camera. Because Wi-Fi isn't always the best. And I don't know why. The router and the modem is right behind me. Things should be swell. Things should be great. They're not great. Okay, so we're stirring the water because we want it to cool off faster. But it still might take a wee bit. I know, Wi-Fi is always iffy. What's really fun is that where I live, I actually have my friends, my closest friends live in the same apartment complex as me. By that I mean I might have slightly strong-armed a few of them into saying hey, or into the like, hey, you should move into my apartment complex. Maintenance is fast and the landlady's amazing. So, because of that, we all have our own Wi-Fis, because of course we would, but the complex is small enough that sometimes we connect to each other's Wi-Fi. Now, my Wi-Fi is apparently the strongest, maybe, because you can almost always accidentally connect to my Wi-Fi from any of my friends' places. It's not good. Oh, goodness gracious, it's not good by any means. But you can still connect. And my Wi-Fi, let me tell you, I get really creative with the Wi-Fi names. So my Wi-Fi name is, I can't tell you because it's very, very unique. But it is indeed quite a Wi-Fi name that I doubt anyone else has. Except my dad, because he took my college router. And my college router still has my college settings on it. And also my Wi-Fi name. I've been using that Wi-Fi name since junior year of college. Okay, so we are down to about 120 degrees. I'm going to fill this cup about halfway, and then I'm going to add some more room temperature water from my water jug. And hopefully that will make this cool enough that it won't kill the yeast. In the meantime, before I take the temperature of that, I am going to get out my sugar. Sugar. Yes, please. I need 1 tablespoon. Won't you come and pour it down on me? My voice is it's a little wonky right now because I actually spent a decent amount of time recording some songs today. And also just practice in general, but the practice has worn out the vocal cords ever so slightly. So if my voice cracks, I'm sorry. I am trying to stay hydrated. Oh, but one thing that I learned while recording a health conference is that absolutely a lot of people are not hydrated enough, probably including me. So I'm gonna do some more hydrating. So here's the thing to know, if you are properly hydrated. So, as mentioned in the conference, is that unless you have some kind of issue, like with your kidneys, to that you shouldn't drink water in large amounts, as of right now, it's not 8 glasses of water. It's half your body weight in ounces. I'm not saying how many ounces I have to drink, but say like let me throw an average number out there. Nice easy number of like 200. So if for some reason you're about 200 pounds, then you would have to drink 100 ounces of water a day. So easy math right there. And also my hair is being a little difficult today. Not necessarily difficult, I just didn't tie it up well. But what do you think of the long pigtails? There is a very specific reason that we have long pigtails today. And if it's not obvious by the title of the stream, well, you should look at the title of the stream. And then you should imagine if my hair was a different color. Okay, so let's check the temperature of the water. Okay, it's a little warm right now at 96 degrees, but considering 95 is the benchmark we are looking for, this should be good. I think this comes out to about the amount of yeast we need, 1 packet, as most recipes are merciful in that way. Please tear. Please tear. Except this packet is apparently not being merciful. Why aren't you tearing? Skizzers it is. Jay, if you're still there, you've been traveling lately because you posted a hotel room. How's the Wi-Fi when you're doing that? There are some hotels that I've experienced actually pretty decent Wi-Fi, but that's only if I stay at some good chains like IHG or Hilton or Wyndham. If you go to something like a Choice Hotel, it can be hit or miss. Here we go. And we are going to stir this and let it activate over 10 minutes. Now, I've had it said in chat multiple times before that you don't actually need to activate the yeast. It's just a way of showing if the yeast is alive. But we will be following the recipe as best we can. But I think that we are done with temperature. So here we go. I'll just close off that handy dandy thermometer. Finally got the chat window to be in a place where I can type. Hello, Izzy. I'm so excited for this. Leek and potato soup is a big fave. Thank you. You know, you just sometimes you get a leek and you go, ha pa pa ya rin da rin ya da rin da 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 ne ya nu ya ba da 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 ya rin da rin ya da rin da 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 ya do ya da rin da 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 ya do ya da ba di ba ba di na da ya do ya da 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 ya do ya da 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 ya da ya do. Woo! Woo! Whoop! Oops. That's why we have long pigtails today. We got leeks and story about leek and potato soup. It is one of the first recipes that I learned to make for myself regularly. So some background on me growing up. I didn't have much access to food. Yeah. So, I eventually was given grocery money to be able to buy my own groceries and learn to start making some food as a kid. We're talking 10, 11, 12. So, a recipe that I learned is actually leek and potato soup because I could get the ingredients for cheap, and it was pretty easy to make for a kid. I didn't know how to make too many recipes as a kid, but when your entire meal livelihood comes from what you can scrounge from school lunches and eating your friends' leftovers and whatever $20 a week can get you at the grocery store, you kind of learn how to make some recipes. And honestly, the most cost-saving measure you could do was, one, not buy meat. Meat is so expensive. You can make so much with just like bouillon cubes and just bouillon cubes, leeks, potatoes, so many potatoes. I made a lot of soups. That was the moral of the story. I made a lot of soups. And also ramen. Yeah. So, I understand that. I made syrup sandwiches. Well, thankfully, when it came to sandwiches, I could make peanut butter sandwiches. Peanut butter, at least where I was, it's extremely cheap. So I could get peanut butter and bread pretty easily. And if I was very, very lucky, sometimes one of my mom's friends would give her leftover honey packets from fast food places, and I could put that on the sandwiches. Although it was a really special treat if I was able to save up and I was able to get my favorite jelly, which is actually strawberry jelly. Yeah, so when I have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, if it's like a peanut butter and strawberry sandwich, I am over the moon. Like, way over the moon. It's my favorite stuff. But yeah, I personally am not a fan of syrup. It's always been too sweet for me. I mean, then again, I will never judge anyone for what they like. You are allowed to like what you like when it comes to food. I feel like I have to make that distinction right now, at least, with some things that are going on in the world, at least in the Vtuber community, that you are allowed to like what you like when it comes to food. So, syrup sandwiches, no, all for it. Or like, just butter and jelly, not even peanut butter, just normal butter on toast and then add some jelly to it. That's fun too. But yeah, so leek and potato soup is very dear to my heart. It is a recipe that got me through some very tough times. Although I am a little disappointed at the lack of availability of leeks, because leeks are more expensive than what I remember. At least my 5-pound bag of potatoes was $1.99 today, which is really clutch, really needed that. But the leeks are like $2.39 for a bundle, and they're not even that big of leeks. They only had organic available, and I'm like, where are my non-organic leeks? I kind of would like my non-organic leeks. Those are cheaper. Strawberry jelly, write that down. I know strawberry jelly is my favorite jelly, actually. It goes, as far as my favorite jellies go, it goes, or strawberry jam or strawberry jelly, both equally good. I like strawberries. I like eating strawberries. So I like strawberries, strawberry jam, strawberry jelly, strawberry preserves. And then after that, and this is where the tastes become a little more bougie, I like blackberry jam, specifically seedless blackberry jam. So that's my second favorite, seedless blackberry jam, especially on scones with clotted cream. That stuff is, it's just heaven. And then after that, it goes to cherries. So cherry preserves, usually Michigan cherry preserves. That's just the brand that I like, or at least that's what it says on the jar. Then after that, most things are about at the same level as that, as far as grape jelly, apple jelly, orange marmalade. All those are about the same tier for me. They're just about all the same at that point. But yeah. No, that's just true. A lot of veggies are super expensive these days. Yeah, like everything except potatoes. And even still, herbs are a little expensive right now. It makes me happy that I'm growing a crap ton of basil. Now, one thing that I need to find somewhere is I need to find some rosemary so I can start growing rosemary. So one of my friends actually took rosemary from the store. I got a pot of dirt, stuck the rosemary in the dirt, and now that rosemary plant is big. I'm like, I need to do that. I want a rosemary bush. I want an entire bush of rosemary. You know how many steaks, if I can afford it, you know how many steaks I can make with that? I can make like steak, I can make like a focaccia. Oh, so good, so good. Oh, the fancy French blueberry jam. Oh yes. I would say blueberry would be about as equal as cherry jam with me. Yeah, blueberry jam, cherry jam. Yeah, I would put those at about the same. Yeah, just groceries are so expensive right now. One thing, and the grocery store didn't even have cauliflower. Like, we're out of cauliflower right now. I live in a farming state, and we're out of cauliflower. It's crazy. Focaccia stream when? Eventually. I would imagine sometime this winter, yeah. Or we're making some normal bread right now. Just some like normal, quick, instant bread where in 1 minute we will add the flour. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Que alegría que te veo en stream. Hello, how are you? I'm doing well, Juan. It's great to see you. And then, yeah, none. No cauliflower at all. There are also like not many herbs. The only herb that I could find, even the tarragon was sold out. There were some bay leaves. There was some dill. And I think there was parsley. That was kind of it. Very slim pickings today. Let's see here. I don't know. I quickly came to the stream. Is that what that second sentence says? I quickly came to the stream. No mi Tastebuddies. Okay, that one I have no idea what that means. So I guess the Spanish lesson is starting again. So Juan, it's great to see you. I'm doing okay. Energy reserves are a little on the low side, but that's kind of been a constant this week. Just just dealing with it as best as possible. So if suddenly I crash and I'm suddenly quiet and we're just cooking, just sit back, relax, vibe to the music, and enjoy the show if I just stop talking because I crash. Okay, whatever. What? Did I miss something? I don't know. Anywho, we're gonna need about 5 cups of this flour. Izzy, you the best. I said it gives me joy to see you live. Oh, okay. Alegria. Which one is alegria? Is that joy? Which word is which? Which one is alegria and which one is veo? Okay, so that is 1 cup. 2 cup. And no, Jay, you're the best. Do you see the impact you're having on people right now? You should be proud of that. And I hope you're proud of that. You deserve it. Joy is an expression of happiness. Well, I know that. I'm saying which word in your sentence. Unless we're not doing the lesson today. That is fine too. But I'm very happy to see you. How are you doing? And Jay, I hope you don't mind, but it was actually an idea I've had for a while. But seeing you do something that's kind of along the same vein, inspires me to want to pull the trigger on this idea. But I've been wanting to make bento boxes inspired, like how you do dishes. I want to make bento boxes inspired by VTubers, as in but not their design or something. It's just more of, this is the lunch that you would get if I was making lunch for you type deal. I'd want to interview people and get their tastes and what they like, and then make a lunchbox based on that. So I kind of want to do something like that. And I just wanted to tell you that you are the catalyst of me eventually making that post. And also, I miss connecting with people again. I'm fine but stressed with the university. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope that university goes well. And if no one said it, I will say it. Anyone who takes their education seriously and is putting their all towards education, I am very proud of you. Please take care of yourself to study, to eat. And my tip for anyone who's in university is to remember this, that when it comes to studying, it is most effective for the brain to study in 30 to 40 minute bursts and then take a 10 to 15 minute break, because studies have shown that after 30 to 40 minutes you start getting diminishing returns on what you remember. Now, if you are different in that regard and you found that studying on end actually does work for you, by all means do that. But for someone who has struggled with studying before, I have found that doing a 30 to 40 minute study session followed by a 10 to 15 minute break, that 10 to 15 minute break is when I would get a snack, get some water, go to the restroom, listen to like a song or three. That's what it really helped me out, and I always want to pass that along to other people. So good luck. Like really good luck, and I'm really proud of you. Sopa de papa? Sopa? Sopa? Sopa de papa? I really want to leave the university. It's very difficult. Yeah, university can be very hard. But when I see you live, my university problems completely forget. Oh, thank you so much. If I can bring you just a little bit of comfort, then it's all worth it. So we're gonna put some salt in here, and we're just gonna start mixing all of this together with a spoon. Hi, Beast. It's good to see you. A soup. Oh, sopa equals soup. Okay, I got that confused with a sope. The one that ends with an E. So I'm gonna guess papa means potato. Yes, so if you're saying potato soup, yes, we are making potato soup. Yeah, that's actually really cool, and Vtuber bento would be so cute. Yay! Now, one thing that I won't be able to do for a while is have like an array of bento boxes to choose from to like fit people's color themes. That would be expensive and would take a while to accumulate the amount of bento boxes needed for that. But I do have 4 if you count a normal. If you count in like a normal Tupperware container as a bento box. Make us ASMR, please. Okay. Let's see if I can get some good stirring ASMR. Oh, hey, Aya. I'm not sure how well you guys can hear me when everything is pointed towards the working space, but right now I'm just kneading the dough for our instant bread, and we're going to start adding a little bit of oil to the dough and keep kneading it a little more. I am using a roasted garlic infused olive oil to give the bread a slight garlic flavor. I do recommend infused olive oils if that is an option for you. I do think that it is a wonderful way to add some extra flavor to something. My favorite olive oils, besides a roasted garlic infused olive oil, is a sun-dried tomato and Parmesan olive oil. Except I am out of that right now. Otherwise, that is what I would be making. But it does seem like, yes, you all want just edited ASMR cooking videos. I think I can do that. Making some bread to go with the potatoes, you know it, Di. And also, hi, Di. And also, Aya, how was class? Did you have class today? I'm just gonna keep kneading this until I feel it is developed enough. I did not. Class was last week. Oh. I didn't know if class was a weekly thing or such. I imagine we wouldn't have class, not next week, but the week after that. We have one more class the week after Thanksgiving, so in between I'm just keeping up with readings and assignments. Oh, okay. I'm far too lazy to do bread recipes that require lots of kneading. I just weighed 18 hours. Well, Di, I know you had your bread making stream not too long ago, but, you know, I like to, just do it the every other class does, try to meet weekly. Okay, because the other people I know who have done grad school, their classes met very regularly. So it's like, I don't know how their situation is. Now, I do like how the bread is coming out so far. We are getting we're starting to get the nice texture, but I think that we will be there soon, but I think that we can get a little more development on here. Kneading is usually required. People have just found lazy recipes. You know what, Di? I think it works well for your lifestyle. If you have a stand mixer, kneading hook can handle so many different bread doughs. Yes, you see, that would be nice, but I did specifically want to knead this by hand today because once we actually get to the leek and potato recipe, it's actually going to go by rather quick. One thing I will say is overall, I'm happy that the weather has been stable lately. Because, hold on, I need to change my filter. I had a filter high up because I tried to bring it up. There we go. I brought it up so that we could have that real good ASMR. But now that I am talking again, here we go. Yeah, I'll just get a stand. Would you give me some advice? I've been wanting to do something bad to my body for a long time due to stress and treacherous friendships. Well, if by that you mean self-harm, please seek professional help. If there is anything that the past few years have taught us, is that there are many sources on how to get help online. Now, if I remember correctly, you said you were in a different country. So I'm not sure what resources you'd have locally, but I would first check if your university itself has any services. I know that getting professional help has helped me a lot and has made things a lot more manageable. For some people, you need to see someone special. For me, I was able to talk to my family doctor about it, so I'm not sure what your healthcare situation looks like. But yes, I recommend professional help. I will send you I will always wish you the best, but I can't offer more help other than say find a professional that you learn how to trust, or you think you can trust. If you're fortunate enough to have multiple options, if you're fortunate enough to have multiple options, if you don't feel like you click with the first person who you go to for help, keep seeking help. Not all professional help is the same. There are plenty of resources online, and I hope that one of them helps you. But in the meantime, make sure you are well fed, make sure you stay hydrated, and reach out to your friends and professionals if you need the extra help. And in the meantime, I hope that this time can be nice and relaxing for you. So, thank you for confiding in me, but I am not a professional in that matter, and I can't help otherwise. I can only wish you the best. But thank you, Aya, and thank you, Oni-chan. Okay, so let's see how this... Sorry for sharing my feelings. I haven't felt very well, but I forget things like that listening to your life. Well, I'm glad that this can be a relaxing time for you. I can't do any more than that. I do wish you the best. I really do. So we're almost at the place where this is a nice smooth consistency that I'm looking for. So we'll probably need it for about, thank you for the ASMR. Well, if it seems like y'all like the ASMR, so I can't promise anything. But if I can think of how I would fit it into my schedule, I'll see what I can do about ASMR edited content, something you might be able to play on loop. I might look into that, but I can't promise anything. Even just some shorts should be a good start. Yeah, I do have one thing that I recorded that I haven't edited yet. So I might have some time next week to put that together. One of the reasons that, I don't know if some of you have noticed, but I've been doing streams kind of just on Wednesday. But that's so I can have a few more days in the week to really unplug myself. And I hope that when I get more energy, that I'll have the extra time to be able to work on some things like that. Yeah, I could try some ASMR cooking shorts. Serial cool ASMR shorts. Yeah, I could think of that. I feel as classes got busier these past few weeks, spent less time on song covers and videos. I've been ramping up the music part quite a bit. I've been sitting down and writing more lyrics. And I'm pretty much at a place where I can work on the video for one song. Yeah, I am learning new ways of... Well, that cap went somewhere. A whole new definition to no cap. But I'm trying to adjust to life changes in general. And yeah, figuring out how to prioritize things. It's hard. It's hard prioritizing things, of course. What I'm doing here is now I'm kneading in a way that I'm trying to get this to a size that is good for this silicone pan. I'm pretty sure if I kneaded it more, it would get even nicer and fluffier, maybe. It's important to not to push yourself too hard, even if you feel motivated to work on things. Practicing moderation, even for practices, even for passion projects, is healthy. Yes, I do feel bad about how some things that were much more of a passion project ended up falling to the wayside. Stuff like things for the stream, because just with struggles, I ended up getting quite burnt out. So cutting back, starting over, all that good jazz. So we have this in here. I think I'm just gonna let it sit for a few minutes. I know I should be covering it with a wet towel. Don't really have a wet towel for now, but it's not going to sit for long. So what we're gonna do is we're going to start prepping the leeks and the potato, and you know what? How about we go into an ASMR mode for that. So we're putting this over to the side, and let's get the cutting board back out. Mi perde de que hablan, pero digo que sí te amamos así. Well, big hearts, and also hi Tash. Hi Tash. Big heart. Wait. We're doing this camera, so I have to do this. Hearts. Because the overhead camera is not working. I'm so happy I have the backup camera now. So we will go back to some ASMR modes over here. But how are you doing today, Tosh? I've already washed my leeks. And, for once, normally what I do is I usually toss the leek leaves because they're not called for in the recipe. But I recently heard of a way of utilizing these leaves, so I am going to save them and try to use them. Just not today. Maybe with what I'm thinking of using them for, we might be able to get that ASMR short, huh? Yeah, it's more of shortcomings from the streaming app than it is my camera. The camera itself is fine. Very tired, called out of work because not feeling so well today. How are you? Oh, Tosh. Tosh, I hope you feel better soon. I'd give you some soup if I could, you know that. We live in a society that equates productivity with a person's worth, which is incredibly toxic. Breaks are just as important, yes. One of the things that I am very grateful for is that the vice president of my department does say that everyone, at the very least once a year, should be taking a week vacation where they are not allowed to be bothered. Because if we are in a place where someone takes vacation and things go wrong and we absolutely need them, then that means we are not well staffed enough and we are not trained enough, and we need to look at how we can fill those gaps. So, yes, management does need to be more like my boss, yes. So that is why I am very, very excited to be taking the last week of the year off. It's gonna be my first, vacation in years. Literal years. We're talking, I think, over 5 years, where I'm gone and not doing work for an entire week. I'm so excited. I don't know where I'm going yet. It's just, I'm taking a week of vacation. Yeah. But yes, it is very important to plan out how much you are putting onto yourself and taking necessary breaks. Sounds like it overlaps with my visit. Wait a second. Wait. Oh shoot, was it last week of December? For some reason I thought it was the week before that. Oh, did I get those dates mixed up? Well, if the visit is that week in between, if it is that week in between, then yeah, not traveling. Must be here for Aya. Must be here for Aya. Yes. I just thought it was the week before. Okay. See here, we have a week where we shut down the whole company. Oh, if I didn't have elderly cats, I would take a for realsies vacation. Ah, yes. But do you have... Well, at least with my... Okay, cutting through all of these is not going to work. Oh, okay. Till 20 to 12:30. Okay. You know what? I can totally just do like staycation stuff. Or even, you know what? Go to one of the major cities nearby. For the times when you're not visiting, because you're not going to be here the entire time. Yes, we'll coordinate the schedules. We'll figure out which part of that vacation you're going to be over in my area, and then I'll just make sure that I'm here for that part. I just got off front desk duty and I hear Izzy's going on vacation. Well, more like I'll have a week off of work where no one's allowed to bother me. And then there's going to be the spring vacation where I'll be in Taj's region. Hey. And then, actually, I'm really excited about this. And once I tell you this story, I'll point the microphone back to the food and we'll go back into ASMR mode. But, so my vacation so far is, I have last week of the year, and then I have spring vacation, where I will be somewhere around Taj's area. And then, in October, no streams during this vacation, correct, because I will not have access to a computer. At least I shouldn't. And then next October, it should be, I am planning, and it's happening, just the logistics are still up in the air and deposits have not been made yet. But in October, I'm going to Vegas. And I'm super excited. Vegas, baby! Vegas! That one's going to be the really expensive trip. But yes, that one's gonna be expensive, but I think I've worked out some ways to save money. But I'm excited. I'm going to Vegas. I miss Vegas so much. I went to, Izzy Needs a Vegas Tavern. No tavern in Vegas. No tavern in Vegas. I don't want to be in Vegas long term. No. But I went to Vegas when I was in college, and I had an absolute blast. The key is to go there with people. Of course, not on your own. But, yeah. Okay. But yeah, I don't want to be in Vegas long term. Goodness, no. No, and there are many reasons for that. Vegas is not expensive. Oh, it's expensive. I just think I found ways to save some money while there for the trip, but yeah, it's expensive. For what I want to do over there, it's gonna be expensive. Thankfully, I have a year to save up, huh? Okay, so we're gonna go into ASMR mode. Yeah. So you guys know, the leeks are similar to onions. They're like in the same family. And these are strong. And my eyes are tearing up so much. So I kind of see your messages. I'm kind of seeing it through watery eyes. But oh my goodness, they burn. But what do you guys think of me putting the microphone really close to the food? What do you think? Oh, my eyes. The worst part is that I don't have gum that I can chew away the tears. Why does it remind me of old cooking shows? I think it's because old cooking shows might have had a microphone right on the food. You like it? Good, because we're gonna go back to that. Because it lets me concentrate on not cutting myself or having any accents because, so, fun fact. I don't know if you can see it. There, you see the dots? I got an oil burn the other day. There we go. No, it only works if you can see it this way. These dots. So I'm okay. It's just a first-degree burn with a little bit of discoloring, no blistering, so yeah. So I'm trying to be extra careful. I'm okay. It's a little sensitive to the touch, but overall I'm okay. Oh, Lars made it. Lars made it just in time for us to go back to ASMR mode. So I'm gonna do that, and we're gonna finish cutting up the leeks. This is very satisfying to listen to. I'm glad, Lars, I'm glad. I think it's satisfying to listen to as the one who's cutting the leeks. And normally, my eyes aren't this affected by onions. But apparently I've been picking onions and onion-type things lately that just release so much of the stuff and it gets in my eyes and like, holy macaroni, goodness gracious. I mean, I'm crying right now, Lars. But I like leeks. They have a very, maybe floral flavor to them. I don't have a boat, but I like leeks anywhere. Leeks less too. Oh, I get it. Who likes leeks in their boat? I get it. Ah, y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. Let's see here. Until I got the smell of onion cries. All the good sulfuric acid to the eyeballs. Oh, is that it? Is that it? Ah. Yeah, like I said, normally it doesn't get to me. Boy, it's really getting to me today. Let's also prep the potatoes. So I'll just put the leeks in here for now, and we'll prep the potatoes. Did I leave the potatoes in the kitchen? I think I did. I might have to grab the potatoes. Fresh herbal oniony taste is great. Yes, yes, fresh herbal. It's so fragrant. It's wonderful. Okay, let me grab the potatoes, and we're going to be using a Euro peeler today. I could use a normal peel. I could use a normal peeler, but I'm just deciding to use a Euro peeler today. Yeah, onion releases sulfuric vapor that combines with the wet on your eyes to make, oh, sulfuric acid. Ouch! Okay, I'm gonna grab the potatoes. These potatoes are washed and ready to peel. Free Izzy from those treacherous leeks. Yeah, I wonder if Miku would like the leeks so much if she knew how much they make people cry. Fun fact, onions release a chemical as a pain response when they're cut open. That chemical activates those tear ducts, so onions are screaming in pain when we're dicing them. I meant onions, not leeks. Leeks are friends. Fish are friends, not food, except they're totally food. Okay, potats. Okay, potats. We need to peel the potats. I am not using the potato skin. Yes, you can use potato skin in a soup like this. And some people actually prefer it when it's the red potato. However, I don't. I normally like getting golden potatoes for a leek and potato soup. But guess what they were out of at the grocery store? Yellow potats. It's okay, leeks. I too scream when I'm in pain. Yes, I scream when I'm in pain too. That's what happened with the oil burn. Leeks are just like me, for real, for real. We all identify as leeks. That is what we are all leeks. Is there a leek emote? just in general, is there a leek emote? So onions force you to cry over their deaths. Ah, darn those onion cutting ninjas. It's funny how many foods have some kind of "don't eat me" response, and humans go, well, but it's tasty, or this is even more tasty than things that don't. Yeah, so just like, you scream when you die, but you delicious? Get over here. Okay, let's see how the ASMR works with potats. got caught on other things. But we are back to talking, and yeah. But yeah, then human comes along, we're like, spicy, or savory. Yeah, humans kind of had this fun thing sometimes about sometimes not caring about the bad things that happen to them for the sake of either fun or taste. It's all for the sake of endorphins. But we are just cubing the potatoes so that they are easier to, well, I can't say process, but so that they cook relatively fast when they're in the soup broth. That way the potatoes actually get mashed into the soup. That's how you get a nice, thick, creamy soup. Now, the only bad thing about the overhead cam not working is that y'all won't be able to see the soup being made. And I could try to bring it towards the center, but you can't see inside the pot, not today. But we can try anyway. Keep trying to figure out where to put chat. Maybe I just need to make myself smaller. Whee! I'll just cover up the bottom stuff for now. Or maybe I go over here. I go over here. I become big. There we go. This should work. Yeah, this works for now. Let's see here. Fun fact, humans and arachnids are two of the only species that can handle caffeine. I did see a YouTube video of a spider on caffeine. That was wild. And contextual fun fact, caffeine is a self-defense mechanism that was brought from being eaten too many times. What? Where did you learn that one? Alcohol is also a good example. Huh? Oh, of humans being like, this is dangerous for me. I'ma do it anyway. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start getting the pot hot. And one very tasty thing about this recipe is that it uses quite a bit of butter. So we have this here block of butter. You see this block of butter? What we're gonna do is you're gonna haphazardly just go, I'm just gonna do this. Butter. And let that go in there. Copious amounts of butter. We love butter. Butter is tasty. We need butter for the leeks. There we go. You're gonna try to say too much butter? Preposterous. Oh, but, interestingly enough, speaking of butter, I recently went to the dollar store, and guys, I found the perfect place to store all of my, sewing stuff. You ready? You ready? Shabam. Shabam. Look at this. Look at this cute little thing of butter cookies. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. And for only $1.25, you bet your butt that I got it. Yes, of course the tradition continues. I have a sewing kit in the backyard, in the closet. Well, yes. But for like quick repairs and things, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put it in that tin. What kind of cookies is it? It's just butter cookies. Just butter cookies for now. I am getting through them. I will eat one right now. We'll eat this one. So we have melted butter, and we just add all the leeks. So the leeks are going to start cooking. And while we are making the soup, let's take a look at this bread. Let's get that bread. I got the bread. So we are going to go put this into the oven now for about, what's the recipe say, 10-15 minutes? Let me just double check it. Okay, so we're gonna start off with 10 minutes. So we're gonna check back on this. 10 minutes. I am gonna just do a quick cut along the top with another knife by the oven. So I will be right back. In the meantime, enjoy the sound of the leeks. And I am back. And the leeks. Oh, I might need more butter because the leeks should be very, very coated in butter. And right now the leeks are very dry. So we need more butter, more butter. Can I get some butter emotes in the chat? At least I think butter's an emote. Please let it be an emote. Can someone check if butter's an emote? See here, why do you have a sewing kit? Well, Jay, I don't know. Well, you weren't here during like some of the earlier days of me streaming, but I really upped my waifu skills. Like actual waifu skills. That's why I cook. I can fix clothing with a sewing kit. I can clean decently well. Yeah. What other waifu skills have I learned? I know cooking, cleaning, sewing. I know how to knit. Yes, I also know how to knit. I can vaguely crochet. Just a little bit of crocheting. Yeah. Why don't you have a sewing kit? Ooh, yeah, getting sassy. I love it. Do you ever know an elderly woman who kept sewing supplies in that exact brand of cookie tin? So my uncle's wife's mom did that. So that's how I know of it. She's also the one who taught me how to pick produce. And that's another one I was thinking of doing shorts on, some YouTube shorts, is how to pick produce. Because I think that's a very important skill that maybe not a lot of people had any kind of mentor to teach them. So I thought I might as well try. Let's see here. I've seen it in a Betty Crocker tub. Huh. Not so fun fact, Kellogg's cornflakes was originally meant to preach celibacy. Kellogg was, he was an interesting character, but for reasons that I cannot talk about, I cannot go deeper than that into it. Every great story starts with plenty of butter. This is true, I just keep adding more butter, so this should be an amazing soup, right? I started washing clothes. Good. I also need to do laundry today. So after dinner today, I will be doing laundry because I am out of tights. And I need tights if I want to wear skirts to work. Sewing is a universal skill. Everyone should be able to do some basic mending. This is true. Sometimes I get scared that should an apocalypse happen, on one hand, it's great to have all of these skills, very, very useful. On the other hand, that also puts a very, very big target on your back, being like, wait, you can make clothes, and it's becoming winter? You also know how to make yarn in a pinch? Whoa. I use sewing to fix my dog toys. Ooh, love hearing the mending stories, yes. So I always keep an extra pair of jeans in the closet so you can always cut off a square of denim to fix things. Yes. But not dangerous. Uh-oh. Is my internet pooping out? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Is it not dangerous to be cooking together with an electric device? You mean this? No, it's perfectly fine. It's induction. I have enough safety measures in place. Fun fact, the reason why eating out tends to taste better is that they add much butter and salt than one would normally add. This is true. 50-50 butter to potato is ideal. Like, would you like some potato with your butter? And the answer is yes. I'm going to add even more butter. Because why not? I really want this to be tasty. And then we'll add the potatoes. Ugh, the endless battle of having tights. Every time a pair gets a run, I cry inside. I've actually been buying some really good quality tights from Target that don't run so easily. I think one means your camera being so close to the cooking. Oh, the camera is not that close to the cooking. It's quite over there. It's quite a ways away over there. See, I'm reaching and it's not close. So we have the leeks. They are wilty, and I can't show you guys because the overhead camera is not working. But the leeks are soft and coated in butter as they should be. So now we are going to add the potatoes. This is a bad idea. Potato is just going everywhere. perfect amount of stuff. Oh, Lars. And what we are doing is we are coating the potatoes, and I'm lowering the heat so because I noticed that the browning is happening a little too fast. But we are coating the potatoes in the leeks and butter, and I want to make sure that I see it's not going to be fun to clean up later. It's actually really sad that I always find books with, I'm going to guess you're trying to say runs? Oh, ruined spines when shelf reading and fronting at work. Oh, yeah, that's really sad. People should take care of books better. It seems that the kitchen takes a good time to do it. A lot of prep work goes into restaurants, kitchen stuff. It's very impressive. But it's one of the reasons why I will always just remain a home cook. I don't think that lifestyle is for me. Okay, so now we have the potatoes are thoroughly coated in butter and leek. And what we are going to do is we're going to add generous amounts of salt and pepper. I recently had to refill my salt shaker, and every time, or my salt grinder, and every time I do that, I just think of you guys being like, you guys and your salt. Lies, we will set up a Kickstarter for Izzy. What? No, 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 no. I mean, if I were to open a little cafe, I think I would partner with someone where I am. I think I would do a partnership with someone to make a restaurant. It wouldn't just be mine. It is very, very stressful to run a restaurant and all that jazz. As much as I do think that running just the smallest cafe would be cute, there would be so much stress behind it. I look at the bubble tea place that I go to weekly now, and yeah, I think of the bubble tea place that I go to and how it's really only 2 people that work there. And when my office comes in with the big office order, because I have instituted Thirsty Thursday, I'm just like, I love that I'm giving you guys business, but I also know this is stressing you out a little bit because it's a big order. Oh yeah, how do we salt redeem now? 5 people have to put salt shakers in the chat when someone says, someone has to say salt redeem, and of course they're the first one, and then 4 other people have to put a salt shaker or just type salt to indicate that they want me to add salt to stuff. That is how the new salt redeem works for YouTube. Anyway, I need to grab my bouillon really quick. Up, there's Lars starting with the salt. Oh no, oh no, I'm gonna grab some of my chicken bouillon. Actually, I think it's turkey bouillon right now. I'm gonna grab that, and I'm gonna see if we have a salt redeem when I get back. It's still capped at twice per stream though? Correct. Correct, it is still capped at twice per stream. Haha! Only 2 people bringing out the salt. Ha 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 ha. Well, it would be nice to use the emoji. It's easier for me to see because I might miss it. So that is why I request that the emoji be used, if possible. Everything smells so great right now. So now what we are going to do is I'm going to start putting in the water. So I have some leftover water from when we started making the bread. And I have some water from my kettle. And what I'm trying to do is I just want to make it so that, and this would be easier if the overhead camera was working. But I'm trying to make it so that the potatoes are just ever so slightly covered. Just covering the potatoes. So now at this point, we bring the heat up and we're going to bring this to a boil. Is there a butter redeem? I forget. Did anyone check if there's a butter emoji? I feel like I saw maybe a butter emoji in the past, but is there a butter emoji? So we put salt, we put pepper, and really that's all the flavoring. Oh, and also need to add bouillon. Now I use better than bouillon. Need to get another spoon out for that. Oh, there is. You know what? If you want butter in something, if you want more butter or just butter in something, we can do a butter redeem too. That can be a new thing we implemented. Same rules. Put butter emojis, or if you just like type butter in all caps, but I might miss it because my eyesight sucks. So, if you put butter, then yes, we can have a butter redeem. We can have a butter redeem. Okay, so I'm gonna put a somewhat generous scoop in here. Uh-oh. Gosh darn it, that's 4 people. Oh no. Oh no, do we have a 5th? Uh-oh. Are we adding more butter? You know what, Mal? How about you just type, Mal, if you want to join this, just type in butter, all caps. Just butter in all caps. I don't know why you don't have butter on your Android. But if you want in on that, just type butter. So I know that you actually want it on this. And I'll get my block of butter out. I like how butter redeem is the one Aya and Taj will get in on. Butter. Okay, we're adding butter. I will add another spoonful of butter to this. There. Oh my goodness, that is bigger than I anticipated. Okay, we're adding more butter. That is at least another tablespoon of butter. Okay, we have a new redeem. We now have the butter redeem. It's official. Oh, my cholesterol, help. Oh, I was just saying it exists. You didn't have to count it as an endorsement. Well, too late. We've added butter. It's okay. Oh, and I think 10 minutes has passed. So while this is heating up, let's check on the bread. Hi, Taco. Good to see you. You just missed the butter redeem. However, I'm going to get the bread out of the oven now. So I'll be right back, and you guys can see how the bread turned out. Okay, guys, tell me that this doesn't look like a perfect loaf of bread. Look at this bread. Look at it. Oh my goodness, it looks so good. That looks so good. Eee! Yeah, I don't have a salt emoji either. That's strange, because I have an Android and I can find those emojis. Okay, I'm gonna clear off a space over here. I need to take a picture of this before I cut into it because it looks perfect. This is perfect bread. It's perfect. It's perfect. Don't mind me, I'm just getting the camera out to take a picture of the perfect bread while the soup is boiling. Don't mind me, don't mind me. You should brush the top of the bread with butter. Oh. Aya, you're a genius. Hold on, let me finish staging here. I'm gonna put this here. Gonna have a nice background. You guys get to see the process in action. Okay, I don't have melty butter, but I have room temperature butter. So hopefully we get some a good bit of butter on here. Just trying to melt some of the butter with the steam from the soup. Eee! I wish I could show you guys. Butter on bread, yes. Ah, even better, brown butter for nutty chase. Ah, yes, you see, I would, but we don't have the time. There we go, we got a nice gloss of butter on the bread. I'm gonna raise the light up a little bit. Just gonna get a little brighter in here, not as moody. Shoop chatters, yes! Oh, hi, Ren! It's good to see you. I should stir the soup a bit. Okay, and it's bubbling. It's boiling a little too hard. Okay, let's take some photos of the bread. Okay, we got some photos. See if I can give you guys a sneak peek. Let's see, which one's my favorite? Which angle do I like better? I'll show you guys this one for now if I can. Nah, it's gonna be too blurry. Nah, it's too blurry. Y'all see it later. You'll see it later. Yes, butter on bread. Oh my, I'm so happy with how the bread turned out. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna link the bread recipe that I used in the Discord. I really need to use that recipe channel more often. So, because that bread was such a success, I will be posting that one. I would say brown butter is a foundation for happiness. Absolutely. 100% hashtag truth. Wait a second. Taco! Taco, why the... I see Taco trying to start a salt redeem. Oh my goodness, butter is so important that there's a bread made for the purpose of filling the dough as much as possible. What? I want to make bread now. Aya, you should make bread. Here on the IzyCuisine channel, we highly support people making food afterwards. Haha, no one continued. Yeah, you and Lars. You and Large. Hablaron? Hablaron? Hmm? The bread, brioche? Oh, croissants are peak bread. Oh, but croissants take so much work. Brioche is so good. Oh, yes, brioche, yes. Oh, that's the one where, there's as much butter in it as possible. Oh, it's so bad for you, but it's so good. Oh, they called you. Oh, okay. And it appears that the soup needs some more salt. Oh, speaking of salt. The salty jar does indeed have salt in it. There is indeed salt in the salt jar now. So if you get a salt redeem, you get 1 scoop from the salty jar. Okay? That a deal? Get 1 scoop from the salty jar. Oh yeah, D&D time. My party's going through quest sports from the church, and we're caught up in a conspiracy that concerns the higher-ups. We are now suspects in the murder of the Paladin's kid. Ooh, that's a very interesting story. That sounds great. I love D&D and how D&D comes up with so many good stories. Salt. Oh goodness. Taco, Oni-chan, that's 2 salts. If you take it and pan fry it afterwards in butter and serve it as mushroom toast. Okay, we're gonna forget those noises, but yum. Oh goodness. Oh no, that's 4. Darn it, Juan, you too? You too? Fine, we'll add more salt to the soup. Gosh darn it. Flippin' democracy. Fine. You get a scoop of salt. You guys win. You got the salt. You win. Okay, so pretty much the last part of the soup is just waiting for the potatoes to get soft enough that it's edible. And that's really it. So I'm gonna taste some of the broth, see if we need anything more. Yep, that's salt. That's definitely salt. Let me just mix it a bit more. Maybe the salt just needs to dissolve more. Oh, I just noticed your hair. Never seen this style in stream. Well, yes, I like to change it up because my rigging mama went ham on all the hair options. Ooh, you know, one thing I can do that I forgot to add that'll counteract the salt is some cream. We're gonna add some cream to the soup. Counteract the salt. Woo woo. Should I have done that? Just pour it right in? Maybe not, but you know what? What's the worst that can happen? I am safe. I'm safe. My forgetfulness has served me well. Izzy wins. No, I'm actually really happy you guys were able to band together and get the salt redeem. It ended up working out in the end, so... and I am happy about the creation of the butter redeem. Okay, yep, the cream helps so much. Except I think that overall, I think it needs more pepper. So we're gonna... because I want to see the pepper in the soup. That's how much pepper I want. So now I'm just seasoning it to taste. But pretty much the soup is done, and we'll be done any moment because I want to have the spread while it's hot still. You stay salty. Well, we try to control our sodium levels. Remember that. We do want to be healthy. And thankfully, this salt, well, it is a combination of normal salt and iodine salt. So there is some essential nutrient in there. Just a bit. Just a bit. But at this point, I would just let this cook more, let the potatoes cook even more, because let's see how cooked the potatoes are. They shouldn't be, I don't think they're that cooked. Let me try. I'm also working on reworking 5e. I've decided to give all the weapons unique crit effects. Ooh! All that work is just, that's really awesome. And that reminds me, I need to get back into making D&D recipes. Potato is pretty much cooked, so the soup is essentially done. Let's taste the soup. Super tasty soup. Well, I wish I could show you guys the soup, but that will have to wait until later with pictures and such. But for now, I am so happy to see all of you again this Wednesday. It's been so much fun, even though we had quite a few technical difficulties. Yeah. Puff, puff, puff. I'ma blow your house down. Wah! But for realsies, this was super fun seeing all of you again. It really brightens up my Wednesday, especially when we can, cook together and make some good things and have some new memories, like the creation of the salt redeem, having a perfect loaf of bread come out, and seeing a successful salt redeem. As much as they're the bane of my existence, I kind of like this community method because it really does make it so everyone has to band together. It's not like, oh, I've been here a while, I'm gonna make you add salt. It's more of, hey guys, we need to make her add salt. And there's a novelty to that I'm actually really happy about. But this also means I need to find ways to counteract salt. Even if that means drinking more water. So for now, that is pretty much the end of the stream. The soup tastes wonderful, and we only had what? We had butter, leeks, potato, bouillon, water, cream, salt, pepper. It's a really simple recipe. Yes, but you refuse. I know, but we got the creation of a butter redeem. So I will hold that true for future streams as well. I will try to have butter on the ready in case we want to add butter to something as well. I feel like you're going to have to raise the minimum requirement to get a trigger for salt redeem in the future. We'll see. We'll see how often it happens. For now, I will gladly accept the community effort to raise my sodium levels. How would you counteract butter when making traditional soup, though? By crying. By accepting I have made a horrible, horrible mistake. Oh well, we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out as it comes along. I am at your guys' mercy, but that's how we cook together. So we've talked about a lot of stuff today. Even though we've only made 2 recipes, this was still super fun to fill out the time. As always, we will be back next. We will be back. I'm choking. We will be back next week with the bane of my existence, gnocchi. Now, if anyone knows, if any of you have been here long enough, you know that gnocchi is the bane of my existence. I've never made it correctly, so we will try next week. Yes, the soup is ready. Oh, hi up, Tom. You caught me right at the end here. But yes, the soup is ready. We will be making gnocchi next week, so might have to prepare for a longer stream, and I hope to see you all there. Please pray for my redemption arc, and just thank you all. As I always say, te amo, Sissy. Okay, that's not what I always say. I was just catching up on chat. No, thank you for stopping by, Juan. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So, until next week, there's a leak in your pot. Oh, Taco. I see what you did there. So, until next Wednesday, everyone, look forward to the pictures of the bread and more pictures. I'm going to try to post more regularly on Instagram, too, with the death of Twitter. We'll see how that actually goes. But until next time, everyone, stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope you eat something tasty. Bye-bye!